Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuke ama reality shows ethu la eMzansi bese sizala sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senza ama reviews ama recaps, siphinde futhi sikhuluma nga any other issues avuka ngabe lama shows esiwabukile on TV. Uma kuwukuthi uqala ujoina namhlanje and you really like our content, ungakhohlwa ukupress subscribe button bese uphinde upress notification bell ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Guys, there is a join button below if you want to be a member. There is a thanks button if you want to give money to the channel, and there is also adverts if you want to support the channel financially. Thank you so much to all those that do all of those things. Today I wanted to talk about the case of Sophie Ndaba. I am smiling because just before I came on here, Umkos Entertainment has come out with an update on Sophie Ndaba. She has responded, and her response is the story that came out about her house being repossessed and auctioned off is not true. Okay. But yeah, since I was gonna do the story anyway, I wanna go back to what the article actually was saying and what she is disputing, and you can decide for yourself what is true and what is not true. Mind you guys, this is the Sunday World journalist. It's not a Rumanyana Epumalapayako Musakaula or something. This was written in the Sunday World. But she does talk as if this is somebody that we cannot take as credible, even though the person is a journalist. But it seemed like Sophie Ndaba doesn't want us to believe this person, and she also doesn't want us to take this person as a credible person. She feels that this person doesn't do their research and shouldn't have used also certain words that they used in this article. So I'm gonna go through what the article says, not in full because it's a long article, but I'm just gonna point out certain things that I thought were important to talk about when it comes to this article. So this article is written for the Sunday World. Did I say Sunday Times? It's written for the Sunday World. That's a correction, you guys. Sunday World by Nompilo Zulu, and it was written yesterday. It says the bank sales ailing Sophie Ndaba's porch job back home. Number one, on the response that Sophie Ndaba did, she does have a problem with the word, with the use of the word ailing, because ailing it means umuntu obuthakathaka ngokwempilo, like you're not well, somebody that is not well, somebody that is sickly. That's what it means. So she has a problem with that word, and I have no problem with her having a problem with that word, because how do you know somebody is sickly when they haven't said that? I do believe that Sophie Ndaba has come out to say that she does have diabetes, but I think that it's something that is being managed in her life, so it's not like you can use that word on her, and it's also just not nice. I don't think that was nice for the journalists to use. Okay, so in this article it says that it talks a little bit about how she has been battling with diabetes, and she had bought this home for over 2.2 million back in 2021. Okay, and she was supposed to make payments for like 240 months, and the payments were for 22,347 a month. So 22,000 was supposed to be paid back in installments of 240 months. Okay, so so over time she has missed, I guess, some payments, and in total those payments, I think they amount to 1,089,558 rand. Okay, so just ukrema nje ukuthi 1 million. It's over 1 million. And then yes, so now, because of the fact that she had possibly defaulted on some payments, then the bank went to court to get ilokuzana a judgment against her so that they could collect this money. And my understanding of the article is that is the reason why indlu yakhe was repossessed and auctioned off. On the video where she is responding, she says her house was sold through an agency. It wasn't auctioned off like they would if an asset is repossessed. In this article, they talk about the fact that because the house was sold for the amount that it was sold for, and there was a shortfall in how much she was owing, they might still possibly come after the some of her other assets if she has other assets. And on the video that I saw on Mkos Entertainment, she does talk about the fact that there is still that shortfall. So it's almost like she is disputing what this article says, but there are things in this article that because she says there is a shortfall between what the house was sold for and what she was owing, which is the same thing that this article is saying. So it sort of gave me an indication that there is some truth to what this article is saying. Mind you guys, in this article, this journalist also names, they put the amount, how much she owes, how long they were supposed to pay, and all that, and the dates also of the contracts and all of that. And I think also there's a name of the judge that actually signed the documents. They're actually mentioning the judge there. There is something in me that feels like even if this information was not 100% correct, but there's part of this information that is correct, you guys. And I don't know if she just doesn't want us to know that the house was repossessed or not, or it wasn't repossessed, it was sold through an agency. But definitely there was an issue about her maybe missing some payments, because there is that shortfall that at the end ended up, I think the journalist and her agree that at the end of the day the house was sold for lesser than she actually owes, which is really what is on this document. I am tempted, you guys, to believe some of this information that is given on this article. I'm gonna put a link on of this article on my description so that you can read it for yourself, and maybe you will understand it differently from the way that I understood it. But I am tempted to believe some of the information that is given here. It might not be 100% accurate, but I am tempted to believe it. I do believe that from her side, it was just her. It's like she's worried to not seem a certain way. Like she said, please stop trying to destroy my business. She doesn't seem like she wants people to view her as somebody that has not been able to manage her finances, which really is the same thing, because if she has sold a house with a shortfall, well, maybe not necessarily, but I just feel like it's it difference in incane, and she feels like it really like imbeka as umuntu omubi indaba yokuthi indlu yakhe was auctioned off. One thing that I know is that you do not want to fight with a journalist, especially lama journalist ako Sunday World and all of that, and questioning their work and their work ethic as well. Because one thing they can do, because they're mentioning contracts here, the one thing this journalist can do is just go and take those contracts and post them, and then here it is, the proof that really your house was auctioned off. So the fact that she's taking that risk as well to declare that the house was not auctioned off, which is something that is opposite of what the journalists say. The fact that she's willing to take that risk makes me think maybe she is correct in saying that the house was not auctioned off, because if she's taking a risk, she knows that if this journalist has written this article and this thing is true, chances are they already have receipts somewhere with all of these contracts and that were signed off somewhere. And if they had to prove it, that really honestly it was the case, they will be able to prove it. So it makes me feel like, I don't feel like she would, I feel like she's intelligent enough to not take that risk where she will come out here and say a journalist is lying when the journalist is not. Because if the journalist is not lying, then a journalist can come out with the receipts. Would she even take that risk if that was the case? So we don't know the truth, you guys, but I do not think that this article is 100% lies. And I also feel like from her side, there are things that maybe she feels are not 100% right about this article, and she took that chance to use that to say, listen, this article is not true. But you know, as long as she says that she is okay financially and it's not another one that we might have to donate for, like we've been doing in the past few weeks with a few people when it comes to the celebrities, then we're cool about it. It's none of our business anyway. We are broke over here. We broke over here and nobody's donating for us. So as long as it's not another one that is gonna be needing a donation, donations, and she says it's okay, we are happy for you, Sophie Ndaba. But ungalwi journalist. You remember what happened with Usomizi fought with the journalist. A journalist ehamba yayovundulula amacala kaSomizi amadala, where he was convicted as in sexual crimes. Yavundulula i-journalist yahamba yaposta everything because they were questioning ilokuzana integrity journalist ukuthi akakwazi ukwenza umsebenzi wakhe. I was like, okay, I don't know how to do my job, let me show you how to do my job. I always feel like it's a risk to fight with a journalist like that, because sometimes there is stories that they know about that they don't publish for whatever reason. So if you fight with them, it's a risk for you. But if Yana is willing to take that risk, maybe it's an indication that this whole thing is not true. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will put the thing, because it's a long article, you can just read, and there's amounts kunama millions abantu bakhuluma ngama millions, hayi le imali zeno 2000 le. So you can read the article and maybe you can decide for yourself, and then go to Mgosi Entertainment as well and watch the video that she posted there, and then maybe decide for yourself, which do you believe. Mina, I say as long as she says she's not broke, she's not broke. Okay, thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Ntando.